This is our Mosaic artwork from Grafico, Australia. We order it, this Tropicano theme. It takes about a 6-week turnaround to get it back from Italy to Sydney. And it's 87 inches by 71 inches, or it's 2.2 meters by 1.8 meters. And it's just like any tiling job. It's easy enough to do. It's just hanging it is the hardest part. When they supply the tiles, this is in the box, A1 right through the alphabet, all numbered lines, so that you can't get it mixed up. It's pretty straightforward, just follow that, and it's easy enough to lay down. Gyprock drywall with some studs, timber studs in there we're going to be finding. This is cement sheeting, Hardy Flex. You glue them on with liquid nails, and then I'll be reinforcing when I turn it over, when it dries, with cement board screws. Put it up. Here's the post, the horizontal post. It looks like a floating shelf. It's just a bit of MDF covering all the holes, with the big screws going through into the drywall. Screws in to stabilise the join and the surrounds, and framed it in the pine timber all the way around, and then in the middle we put some joins. Line after getting it all square. So we tried out this tile adhesive material on this first line. It wasn't successful. We didn't like it. We haven't sealed the cement board. They said you don't have to. Some say you do. So we tried this, but it becomes too dry. It's too coarse. It's meant for ceramic tiles, because we're only doing a fraction of an inch, 1 millimeter of grooving when we're doing this down here. So we've opted and looked it up. This is as close as we can get to whatever they're talking about. It's an adhesive. It's a wallpaper adhesive. The Mosaic tiles are so thin, and they're only made of like a resin compound material. So they're so light. You hardly need. You spat on them, they'd probably stick to the wall. And they've got the mesh at the back for adhesion. So this is a creamy substance, apparently, full wallpaper, but we're going to give it a go, and it is for cement board, so we're going to try it out. And adhering very well to the paper thin amount of glue we're putting down. The only drama we've found is that with these, they're so thin, and being resin, which is plastic, right? You've got tiny cupping, but it's enough to annoy you, and so you have to put some weight on it after we do a line. Even holding it down for 10 or 15 seconds doesn't work, but once you leave these on for 10 minutes, you can move on. The grouting's been done. A bit of mild vinegar, warm water. Started framing around the outside. The bottom is proud down here a little bit, couple of inches maybe, just so it sits flat against the wall. And the inside now, what I'm doing is putting a beading to cover the edge, which is ungrouted, just to finish it off. We didn't want the grout sitting against the timber. So it took some effort because of the amount of drop in the scaffolds, as strong as we could expect. But it went up okay. It's just quite a massive wall feature now. And it's framed up. It's the big frame on the side gives it a nice three-dimensional look about it. But we're super stoked. It's a beautiful piece of art.